Hi guys, I want to talk to you today a little bit about blogging. It's something that most companies use to communicate with their customers in a more informal way. So they may not call this part of their website a blog, but a lot of organizations will have this, and it will just be a section that's updated frequently. The most recent post is up at the top, and a lot of times the date will actually be visible. You may also go to blogs as media that you consume for entertainment and not even realize that it's a blog. So one that I'll visit is called Refinery 29. It's pretty popular. It's fashion, pop culture type of stuff. And it doesn't necessarily look like what we traditionally think of as a blog, but it is in that it's updated regularly. The most recent post is up at the top. So I'm going to share a little presentation with you that I made about blogging just to give you a visual to look at while I talk. And some of the big things to keep in mind when you are doing blogging is that it's usually a really informal tone. Usually you're speaking casually and thinking about having a conversation with the reader, and you want to keep a lot of voice in your writing. So some people may even write in the first person and use words like I or we, speaking on behalf of the organization. As a writer, if this is something you're being paid to do, you always pay attention to pulling the voice of the organization, but you really want to work to grab the voice of the organization in a blog. And you may even be pulling in like a quirky, sassy voice in a blog. That tends to work really well in digital writing, and especially in things like blogs and on social media. So as you read other organizations' blogs, pay attention to their tone of voice and the style that they take on, and you may find that the blogs are a little bit more fun, a little bit more tongue-in-cheek. A good blog post is going to focus on one topic and focus on that exclusively, give you lots of information about that one thing instead of pulling in 3 or 4 topics at the same time. And you may find blog entries that are, the top 10 things you can do with a bike, or top 10 places you can go with your bike this summer. So there's a list there, but it's still all about places to go with your bike. And good things for a blog to do are to be about something timely. So it really holds well to that medium of needing to be updated at a certain time, and something that is dated and is refreshed frequently on the website. It will have some keywords to help with search engine optimization. So if you were writing about bicycling, you would have the word bicycle in there. You might have the phrase bike trails. You might have bike safety. If you are also focused on bike safety, you might have bike stores. Whatever you think are things that people search in Google in order to find articles about bicycling, you would get 3 to 5 of those into your blog post. And then it also helps you to come up higher in search engine results if you link to other sites. So you might link to a news article about bicycling. You might link to other organizations or other websites that write about bicycling, and you might link to other things on your own website that have talked about bicycling. So I'm going to share with you real quick a sample blog, and let me see if I can just do it this way here. So share this, I think. So this is a blog post that was written by the Disney Corporation. They have a nice blog that updates really frequently about the content they're trying to create from their entertainment services, and also about what's happening at their parks. So this is about the reopening, it's strictly about Kelly and Ryan on their show, Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest on their show Live, Kelly and Ryan, talked about the new face masks that Disney has come out with. But underneath that, it's about Walt Disney World Resort is reopening. And they have a video of Kelly and Ryan trying on and talking about these new face masks that Disney has created. And then they also tell you all of the different Disney brands that are represented in these face masks. So in this post, they have a link to and a video from a very popular morning TV program. They have a link to Walt Disney World Resort. They have a mention of, or they have a link to Disney Shop where you can buy these products. They mention the Disney brand, they mention Pixar, they mention the Marvel brand, they mention the Star Wars brand. So there's all kinds of big terms that could potentially come up in search engine results. And then they also have all these great links in here. The thing that I don't love about this post as much is the actual content is not very interesting. So as somebody who's a writer, I would have punched up the story and made it a little bit more interesting and put some more narrative in here. But from the perspective of pulling people to the website and potentially getting people to this post and search engine optimization, this is going to work really well for Disney, and it's also timely and it's on one topic. So they do a lot of things right here, and generally Disney has a really good, frequently updated blog. So those are just some quick tips on how to write a blog post. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, and thank you guys for checking in and for checking out the video. Have a good